Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Lakeside Lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire for the 1 p.m. qualifiers of the Doubles Knockout. Announcements are being made now, but the men's and women's competition will be getting underway. Paul Grant is live separately with the women's competition. Either most or all of it, I believe. Having a look over, I think his stream is on. And that YouTube stream. They're advertising the 3-man random draw teams at Wakefield. That's going to be a ton of fun. Actually, the last event that was held here at Lakeside was a 3-man. Anyway, this is the Pro Series, a monthly, quasi-monthly series of events, including this one, the Doubles Knockout, across a series of houses and formats.
Oh, and we're rolling the 50-50 over from the first round into this round. Allie or me or somebody will be coming around. Allie's bowling, so it won't be
Chris McDonough is partnered with John Winchell, and he's on lane 17. I promise that's lane 17 we're on here. And that's C- himself, Corrado Pani, partnered with, to the commentator's delight, Dan Chenard. First time seeing him in a long time. Getting underway here. So this is the first of 5 strings, which I can probably put on tech screen at some point. Alongside me on the call, by the way, is Kevin Burns here on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Corrado drops a Caleri on the left side, and Chris McDonough just punches a half Worcester on the right, on the left.
First of many balls here, obviously, of 50 boxes to get through, and possibly 150. We know how that goes, so every single shot counts here, including right off the jump. If you're new to Candlepin Bowling, very special welcome to you. FAQs are down below in the description, but the gist of it is you roll 3 balls and play the wood where it falls. Strikes are rare. It's a game of spares.
There's a nice 10 and a good out by Chris McDonough.
The power of that third ball. Anyone who plays small ball bowling, in fact, we actually had Aaron Halbedell partnered with,
Kyle Shaw.
Kyle Shaw, that's right. 3-star winner on the Duckpin Pro Tour. Those folks know the importance of pinning out. It was actually a pin-out victory that got Gary Santora his one and only Duckpin star. Anyway, back to Kansas.
Oh, there's a bomb.
Chris McDonough blows them all out.
And, of course, Greg is quick on the replay button.
Oh, yeah, you see me pressing it there. Get that stream deck fired up. But anyway, great to see you. We're watching chat as well. So good to see you, Sammy Munchkin as well, Nico Puhar, our social media manager. Nice to see you all on this fine afternoon or morning, depending on where you're watching from.
Oh, is this going to be a double? No, it's a wobbly 9-pin in the back. Leaves a half Worcester standing, made at the 3 and the 9.
Hey, not going ball for ball. That's good for the game. Just focus on your own pins.
I threw that one away. That's an 8 in the mark. Corrado light on the head pin. That's an 8 box for a 35 at the 3.
Matches are not head-to-head at this present moment, but of course the main event later, the knockout round itself, will be a head-to-head bracket in this doubles competition.
If Nico is watching, I am going to say this right now so Nico does not forget. I will not be at the Pro Series in March.
Okay.
Because I had to cover Buzzards Bay like I normally do. So hopefully somebody can take my spot. Again, he goes right through the middle on the half Worcester. He did that in his first box.
Well, we saw that powerful third ball already. We're playing for points today in addition to the cash for winning the event. Whoever places highest in qualifying.
It's a tough 4 box.
Yeah.
That always happens. A lot of people think, okay, I missed the head pin on the half Worcester. If I pound it on the second and third ball, that's what happens.
Whoever finishes the highest at qualifying and deepest run in the knockout bracket win points, and that happens to help in the point standings, which you could pull down in the description. We'll go over it as we go. I can tell you Charlie Collins is number 1 at the moment.
Oh, here's a backdoor action.
Big time break.
Here's a 10-pin. Top 24 male and top 24 and the top 8 females are going. Teams are going to advance today into the knockout bracket, and we'll get into that later on. We have a whole nother shift after this one.
Yep.
This is the second of 3. Corrado in the head pin. a little light. He leaves a triangle on the left plus the 9-pin. Piece of wood against the 9.
Bowling, yeah.
If I were him, I would try to red line that and just try and sweep it across.
Getting a piece of wood by the 4 is the tricky one. 8-9 is pretty simple for the out, or you could just go direct. So well pinned, all told, 46 at the half, and we switch it over to their partners. Sort of reminding me of both a book bowling alone that's 10-pin coded, but still very useful to think about the current trends in the industry and, you know, American society in general, and also the title of a Boston.com article. It was set at Central Park Lanes. You can't bowl alone. Chuck Fazella telling Billy Mulvaney, no, you can't bowl alone. You have to have 2 on a pair. Straight out of Metro, here's Dan Chenard, 4.57. In Peabody, Mass.
Also known as the setback, he does have a piece of wood that could help with the 5. Well, a quarter Worcester for John Winchell.
John Winchell, a star of TV, both Channel 50 and the Comcast $30,000 Candlepin Challenge, or whatever Candlepin Challenge. The Todd and Dan show, I don't know. It's a very interesting leaf here to try and pin out.
The 1, the 2, the 8, the 6, and the 10. Well, there's a mouthful.
The Wounded Eagle.
Yep.
John Winchell also featured on a Candlepins for Cancer show recently, the Annie Doubles.
I'm actually looking forward to next week. I will be, here's an eagle, but it's with wood.
Doesn't count for the spread eagle incentive we have here. But $25 to anyone who can make a clean spread eagle for a spare, so not like that third ball highlight reel that Josh Daly did for us. Ooh, wow.
Ooh, he almost converted it.
I believe Chenard has won this doubles knockout event previously. It was with Steve Reno Jr. at Academy Lanes a few years back. I don't think it was elimination. I think it was double knockout. Winchell's 10-pin gets away.
There's a good 10. 20 up to 2.
There it goes.
There's a Paul Grant special.
Ain't that the way? Miss the second, make the third. Never a good time for that. Paul Grant is live over on YouTube with the women's competition as well.
Well, this is coming back.
You'll have time to see both finals. The women's knockout bracket is 3 stages long, so their final will be before ours if you want to time out your Pro Series viewing. One more qualifying shift at 3 p.m. and then the knockout round at approximately 5 p.m. depending on how well we hold the time.
Next, we're going to have Aaron Fontaine and Chris Bovier. I actually, before we went on the air, I asked Aaron if he ever bowled here before. He told me he never bowled here before, and it looks, and off screen you can see him bowl, and it looks like he has before.
19 and a ball through 2 in his case. Winchell pins out well for 10. I should mention Dan Chenard was actually on season 1 of Candlepins for Cancer TV show.
That was with Ellie Chat, if I remember correctly.
That's right, at Leda Lanes. Leda Lanes was the host of last year's doubles knockout as well, the one that Danny Harris and Justin Waters are trying to run back their victory of today. They're currently on lane 22, I believe.
Well, there's a nice spare by Dan.
Dan the man, 39 and a ball through 4.
Winchell has an interesting lead. He has a 2-inch split piece of wood in front of the 2 and the 4.
I think this goes.
Now he was too high on the wood. He played on the cap.
Does the red line take that straightforwardly?
Yes, it does. And he knows it too.
Now it's vanished and he needs a third ball. First of 5 strings.
Something out the wall will take out. No, he's just going to lead the double lemon drop. Dan Fields his spear with the 6. Similar lead to what Winchell just had. Actually, no, it's the same thing. It's a 2, 4, 6, 10. This time the piece of wood is on the 6, 10.
It's a barn door, but you need a cut.
Oh, there's the cut. The piece of wood killed that shot, Greg.
I think he even muttered that. I would have had that.
He would have. He had it, too. He had it all lined up. There's a spare for Winchell.
Fine half for him. Now the
There's
wood
a
ruins.
That's a roadblock. That's a roadblock.
Ain't that the way?
Yep.
Those center bricks they're not standard Candlepin notation, but that's head pin accuracy. 4 for 5 for Chenard in that first half. So we keep an eye on that. And by the way, here's the scores for everyone right here. So Pani and Chenard on an even 100. Not head-to-head just yet, of course. We're just qualifying right now, but soon we will have the epic showdowns, pairing the top 24 men down to just one partnership.
Corrado off the head pin, but he leaves a diamond center. Oh, look at that. There's a nice bomb. Big 20 on a spear.
What pins? Where?
Corrado just off the mark. Leaves the one in the 3 pin. Piece of wood behind the 3. Shouldn't factor in, but that might scorpion tail. Yeah, I did.
Direct shot takes the 2, but we've seen that piece of wood whip back from behind before.
And there's going to be, just short 1 pin of a double. Leaves a solid 3 pin.
Now there's a guy all over the head pin right now. McDonough and Winchell, bowl on Team Hingham out of South Shore Country Club on the Friday Night Pro League.
Oh, scorpion. There's your scorpion tail.
Bing, bang, boom. And that was a big one, too.
Yeah, of course, that piece of wood is over the line.
Just a little bit. Doesn't have to play it anyway.
Thankfully.
It was Pawnee's first ball. C- is the 2, 6, and 10.
Couple pieces of wood. There's a guy for the 2 pin, and then you have the piece of wood between the 6 and the 10. Let's see how he plays this. Yeah, you used the guide, but it wasn't enough to carry the 6 and the 10 pin.
Not enough to reverse his usual right-to-left trajectory as well. Bends out well all the same. Nothing but 9s and 10s.
Off the head pin, drops 7. 1, 3, 9.
3 marks already for McDonough. Had that 1 blemish, but that's it.
Oh, just missed the object. Here's a split for Corrado. Is the 3 to 6 on the left, on the right, and the 4 7 on the right. There's a 10 bus for Chris McDonough. Chris has only left. Oh yeah, he had 4 pins.
Pull down the description for the live updates as well. You'll also be able to see the live updates of everyone's scores. It's not like the Cubica system or whatever. That's a different thing. But first of all, I love the copy scores. How dare you? And secondly, you can still see all the scores as they're entered in as best as possible, so you can track how everyone's doing. Remember, top 24 across all the shifts is what determines who makes it to the knockout round on the men's side.
I thought I mentioned that.
You did, but it bears repeating.
Oh, what a shot. That was pretty. That was a half whistle standing in the 10 pin.
And that wood to the left side usually helps out, helps contain the shot as well.
Let's see that again before the thing.
We can. So yeah, is that piece of wood to the left that keeps it all under wraps.
Yeah, that piece of wood just got the ball right into the 10 pin.
Had to be accurate to take advantage. He ends up with 5.
Wow, with the Matt Susie special, but takes a 9 out of that.
The last time we had an event here, the 3-man random draw, Matt Susie won. It was 3-man random draw with Corey Packard and Joey Lister. McDonough again leaving some pins for the 3rd ball.
He does have an explosive 3rd ball, though. That 3rd ball has helped him with him. His score shows it.
You see it there, 119.
No, it's a 129.
Then I have screwed up.
It should be 9 strike 4.
Hold on, don't tell me. I got this. Oh, it was a spare in the 5th? Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So he did have 3 months in a row.
Again, glad he's not going ball for ball. Shouldn't go bowler for bowler either, I would argue, but not during qualifier. But in any event.
Well, look at this. Corrado leaves a split and a half. This is not an easy shot. It's the 6, 7.
but it is on his spare, so he's got an 18.
And it's a good thing that it's his last box because he doesn't even have to worry about shooting at that.
And we just sweep away the 6-7, so we don't have to discuss it.
But we have to discuss about a piece of wood that's sitting on the lane. And Hall of Famer Tim Licky is going to go down and take care of it.
By the way, 6-7 memes. Oh, hi, Tim. Yeah. 6-7 memes are kind of on a waning trajectory. I think I talked to one of my former teachers, actually, who said, yeah, the kids still kind of do it. It was a Halloween costume as recently as a few months ago, but maybe not as much interest. But then I talked to my younger cousins, and they still like it. 6-7.
How you guys doing?
That's Hall of Famer Tim Lipke. Many a show, his photo with Don Gillis from one of the Yellow Pages championships, hoisting that trophy highly. Top prize has ended up at $10,000 back then, in the 90s as well.
He also appeared on the Tournament of Champions on WNDS, if I remember correctly.
No surprise.
And I think he did that in the Doug Brown, Dan Murphy era.
And in a moment, we'll see Kevin Davis and Chris Bovair on, and Sean Baker. You know, we got a murder's row of those New Hampshire stars right here in Manchester.
And alumnus of the WNDS, too.
Chenard misses a rare miss of a head pin. He's got the 1-2-8.
I think that's Dan, not Sean. Winchell
Dan Chenard, yeah.
Winchell in the pocket. He avoids the two-pinner, but he has a tough piece of wood here. He has a piece of wood that's rolling back. It looks like it's in. It's on the line, it looks like. It's going back a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to take my chances and just play it.
Nico, are you talking about Yankee Championship Bowling? That was an interesting show, too. A few tapes still survive.
I knew that was a good piece of wood. He drove it. It was too far out. Plus, he had two pins that are Iron Eagle, and this plays in a V. Takes it out the wall.
Such an unconvincing piece of pin action.
I've always loved the pin action here.
Yeah. Chenard doesn't like it so much. Didn't have the entry angle on it. He's got the 5-7 head staring back on his leave.
Dilly just dropped a monster bomb. Couple lanes over.
Josh Daly, last year's Bowler of the Year for being top of the standings. Bowler of the Year is a distinct title from Pro Series
what a
champion.
shot by Winchell. Winchell just knocked.
Picks up that spare. Nice comeback ball.
Now, he almost converted the eagle with wood. All right, this time he's shooting at it without wood. He went out to the way off.
That would have been $25 from the former Spread Eagle Productions, us here at Candlepin Bowling Network. And look at this roll. Man, don't hit that button too quick. Gets an 8. Winchell gets a turn here. He gets an 8 fill.
Not bad.
Aaron, good to see you, neighbor. Hopefully, hope you're doing well. I forget where Billy Shiner is in the field. I forget if it was the last qualifier, but absolutely, if I tell him, I'll let him you said hi. Great to see you. Now, this, where's that wood going to sit on Chenard's side of things?
Right behind the hairpin and the A-pin.
That's probably done enough to give him a chance at this if he runs the horseman, but he can't.
That's one of the toughest shots in the game, other than the 7-10.
So his third ball coming up. And he'll take 8.
Yeah, that piece of wood was no good because it just went out to the left. Drops 9.
Great shot here. Very solid pinning as well. 17 pins. Well, the 6 was the only blemish, and then no real accidents since.
Well, here's a Greek church. Even better.
Wood in front may assist. He needs a wild deflection, though. Winchell's all over this one for his third mark.
Wow, that didn't take many. I thought that was going to take more than what it did.
Beats me.
I think its entry angle on the headpin is a little bit off to the left because he's leaving a lot of splits. That's a tough 94.
Yeah, I mean, the pins have brutal opinions, as we know. They're saying the head pin hits are a bit too soft, and that's just how it is, and that's what we go by. Winchell dumps 9 more, taking more kindly to his ball. Chance for yet another and to unlock the high 120s. And he's got it to start his afternoon.
Right in the face.
120 plus. Danny Harris was also the high qualifier in this event last time it was held here. Shame we weren't able to be here for Bayberry when we saw Devin Brooks win the first ever Canadian, to be the first Canadian to win a United States Pro Series title.
Strike on spear.
Not just the 120s, how about 130?
That's a thank you very much. Well, real quick, it's a 1-pin difference between John and Chris. Chris throws a 129, John throws a 130 for a 259 for the both of them. Karalpani and Dan throw a 196.
Mm-hmm. Not what they were after, but plenty of time to rebound in the next 4 strings.
Oh, yeah.
All you have to do is make it to the dance. Anything can happen in those one-string matches if you could just make it to the top 24.
Well, next we're going to have, we're still going to have Winchell and Chris McDonough, and next we're going to have Aaron Fontaine and Chris Bovia.
I'm not taking the scores away just yet, just trying to reposition everything. We're just doing this on the fly, folks, so that we can, might as well do all this on the fly now, so that when we get to the big event, the knockout event, in just a moment, we'll be rip-roaring ready to go. I actually found an online site where I can generate brackets, but you folks can also follow along with the qualifiers and the brackets as well by pulling down the description. See the links. It is a Google Drive link, so you may want to do it incognito if you want to just make sure you show up as an anonymous llama or whatever those Google Docs make you show up as. But I mean, you'll see my pretty face there as well from a few years ago as well online. But point being, if you want to see the standings, pull down the description on Facebook or YouTube. Second to 5 will begin. All other qualifiers, as per ICBA rule, 1 string must be finished before another gets started. Perfectly sensible rule. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. You are seeing Fontaine there. That's on 94 and a ball in the 9th. Now 103 in the 9th. So he can unlock 120s if he can drill this single. His team Metro Bowl took all 8 points.
That was last night against Riverwalk at home.
Yep. Riverwalk sure did. They put in far more than a 0 effort, even though it ended up with 0 points. Metro is just that good a team. And
well, Metro is stacked as it is.
Indeed.
Because you look at Aaron Fontaine. Aaron is averaging close to 130. But it's like, it's insane on how good he's doing. And I guess he got the gene from his grandfather.
Who's that?
The great Tommy Osa. Who's that? Are you kidding me?
I am kidding you. I ain't stupid. You got a 6.
Ooh, what a fill. He puts 4 in the fill.
Well, bad entry angles will punish you, I guess. Ho-hum, 117 for him.
That's a fill no, he probably could make that. I mean, we saw him make the 7-9-10 at Exeter clean because of his entry angle and how his ball works.
All right, all the balls moving now. Second string of 5 set to begin in just a moment. So, we do now get Beauvais and Fontaine. 2 anchor bowlers we were discussing earlier, Kevin.
Yep.
So someone had to go first. Chris either drew the short straw or something.
Or flip a coin.
Beauvair had a deep run when there was a doubles event in Woburn, if I recall correctly. McDonough do exactly what you do in a qualifier, go rip-roaring ahead. Punches out, I think, the same way he started his first string. Chris Beauvair, you see him wearing the Lucky Strike shirt.
That's his rules team.
The one time in recent memory the World's event was held here at Lakeside, Lucky Strike won their lone title. Ooh, second ball was a good one for McDonough, but no 6-pin. Beauvair, that trademark bend-back delivery, as we've seen on all years from Stars and Strikes to present day. Seeing Jeremy Seaholm post a picture of his hair back then was a wild trip.
Well, there's actually videos of him when he was a kid on the old Candlepins, on the old Skin Show with Doug Brown and Dan Murphy. And he had a full head of hair.
Beauvair has appeared on those two. McDonough would have bowled on a World's team. He's certainly the caliber to do it, but work prevents him, unfortunately. Can't get the time off. It's a whole week's worth, and not everyone can do it.
And I'm happy that this year it's at Academy.
Over in Haverhill, just like mixed internationals as well.
Chris has a good entry angle. Breaks up the triangle, though.
It's so interesting. I think Beauvair's ball tries to come back, essentially. It's worked for him.
His ball does have this weird right-to-left hook, but it works.
Well, he deals it right to left.
Yeah.
But then look, it tails away like that. It looks like lunacy, but you cannot argue with the results.
No, you can't.
Man's won the Easter Classic before.
He's a two-time Easter Classic champion.
By that we mean the 20-string competition on Easter Sunday at Leda Lanes, I say with some trepidation, not knowing the latest news on it. I think we're just all in the dark on this one. Goodness knows everyone would want Leda Lanes to be back and the Easter Classic to be back, but things have to happen.
A lot has to happen. It's not just finding land, but it's also putting the lanes back together, too. Oh!
Smack dab Candia Road. Chris Beauvair with a spread eagle.
Can he make 25 bucks?
Maybe so. Donna cleans that up. I think Cam Green was the last person to scoop it up.
Nah, he's off. Right idea.
And, of course, Chris Beauvair bowls on Team Exeter in the Friday Night Pro League. Last year's champions, running a pretty consistent roster and a pretty consistent barrage of pink shirts, which is delightful.
The only difference this year with Exeter is they don't have Aaron Fontaine helping out.
That's right. Aaron's on Team Metro, so no super sub for you. Can they survive? Can McDonough stack up another spare? But no. Had two on the last one.
Chris is a little full here, but a 3-1 split.
And there it is. Gets that 10. Yeah, Eric, actually, Dan Chenard was talking to me as well. Work is the same reason he wasn't doing more of these events. He's been a consistent league bowler, but same thing. Beauvair with the funny number. Wood is right in front of the 6.
This actually has a good shot at going.
It's more a 10 in any event, so he doesn't have to try too hard for it. I believe that was a split. McDonough sweeping pins. He's got a good one here if the wood would cooperate. Get out of there. He doesn't need it.
Well, now the shot's a little tougher because
I think it sat pretty for him. The plank's right in front. It's good. It's a spare.
let's see if Chris can make this.
Yep. Again, third ball. And
Wow. The cap of that pin is about a quarter of an inch away from making it.
made him pause on hitting the button. But hey. if ball for ball norm became the norm, if just go your own pace became the norm, I would probably just cover one lane at a time during qualifiers. But as is, since apparently bowler for bowler is prevailing right now, we'll just keep the pair up and cover 2 lanes at a time. 5 pin. There's a slight question for what $25 is worth. The Spread Eagle Challenge, I'd probably say like whoever is joining the ball return, like if I was going to cover your lane, maybe that counts too. We're talking about a less than 1% shot, of course. Bob, the stats man. Bovair drills the stick, 45 and a ball.
You needed that.
And last year's champions, Justin Waters, Danny Harris, Aaron Fontaine made it to the finals. How do I forget? With Nick Freshy Zuffalato.
Yeah, exactly.
To the second bowler as we go. There he is, alongside John Winchell.
He also told me his grandfather won a couple of WCBC events here. Who?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't you give me that look.
You know who.
You know. And I know how to spell it, too. You get it.
Fontaine with the wing.
Ulster has an SZ. Zernicke has a CZ. Heather Jussick is SZZ.
Oh, look at this.
Must be. I assume it's Polish. It must be. They're the only language I know that actually uses the letter Z plentifully. Or Z, if you will, to our friends in Canada. And literally everywhere else. 8 and 10 to start their strings off. Aaron Fontaine, also our #1 qualifier on the upcoming Candlepins for Cancer show out of Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury,
I'm
Mass.
looking forward to that.
Yep.
You and I were talking about earlier how there's a lot of questioning about seating and stuff like that.
We'll get to that in just a second because I have been seeing those discussions about how to tie-break 5th place, and it did put Dean Sullivan in and Mike McIntosh out. 1 second on that. Fontaine is the 4 horseman. Winchell just 3 out.
And of course, I'm going to give my 2 cents in next week as well, but I'll do it today.
John, just the 5 pin.
No, not there.
So the tiebreaker in Candlepins for Cancer, as has been for a while now, is high single, but there are some who say, why not take the highest lowest point? What is your highest minimum string? Does that reward consistency better? And there are proponents on both sides of that. And, but for the fact that I don't want to betray my colleagues' discussions and all that, I don't want to drop them in it as well. I certainly have my strong opinion, so I'll keep them to myself right now, but it's an interesting discussion of how best you do a tiebreaker, or do you just do it once?
Oh, there's a camera. Sorry, you're blowing out your eardrums.
No worries. We can peek it every now and again. Fontaine rolls 10 sticks back. Sparner has 1 mark now. He does 2. Winchell spares the 110. 5-string qualifier, this being the 2nd of 5 in this shift, with a 3 p.m. shift to come after that, local time, Eastern time, here in New Hampshire.
4 o'clock in New Brunswick, right?
And 4:30 for our fine friends in Newfoundland.
Yeah.
There are people who appreciate that.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, that 6 was hit in the half. Doesn't go for Winchell. So how many 9 fills has Bro been stacking up here? Now he's 36 through 3. He had 2 in the last string.
Fontaine with an eagle plus the 8 pin.
And needs more. Winchell all over this one. Fontaine plays less into more, actually.
I will play the more side.
On a strike fill, you mean?
Yeah, on a strike fill, I'm playing more. Yeah, takes a 7.
Guess he was more comfortable with the right side. Let's just pretend.
Probably.
42 through 4.
But so anyway, so going back to the point that you're saying, yeah, I may have chimed in about the seating dilemma that is going on with
In posts online.
yeah, but I too have my opinions about it.
There's a couple ways you do it. If there was time for a one-string roll-off and the willingness, then I think that seems... It's certainly one way.
But the question is, do we air it? Because back in the old Channel 5 days, if you had a one-string roll-off, that wasn't aired. That was done way before the live show even started.
Closest analog I have is that in the Friday Night Pro League, if you have a tie for either first place or eighth place, that's a one-string roll-off on the day of playoffs. And when that happened last year, we did air that. So
I wasn't there for that because I was dealing with the ankle injury.
there's the scores to the halfway point right now as we go back to the top in the second of 5 strings. That's McDonough, you see. The other way around, of course. He's got an 8 on his fill. Over's loading too, and is he ever?
You know what I think? I think we should ask the people on chat what they think should happen. Like, our true fans of Candlepin Bowling. What do you think we should do?
And I really appreciate that Ricci Myrick put the question in the first place. I think he should have made it a poll, honestly.
It should have been a poll. Because
He
that's...
still could. Anyone still could. We're the admins of Candlepin Chat. Thank you so much for making me an admin. I'm deeply grateful for that. And
Who made you a administrator, if I remember?
pretty sure you did.
Yes, I did.
Oh, strike for McDonough. The pins were vaporized.
11 years ago, Brian Fuller Jr. and I created Candlepin Share, and it's been going on strong. Bovia a little bit full. He leaves a... I really don't know how to describe this.
So, same argument. Which side do you play the strike fill on?
Knowing how Chris's ball works, I'm going to go for the right side. Try and keep the ball on the lane. You might get something off the wall. You need to get something off the wall and carry the 4 and the 7.
Ooh, he played to make that one, and he gets
did.
his fill anyway.
He did.
Maximizing risk and reward. Maybe not the reward, but the balance was certainly there. McDonough 8 fill and a 10 box, if memory serves.
Well, his wife just walked in, so you think he's probably showing off?
I'll never forget, it was Friday Night Pro League playoffs where he was just losing his mind over shots back when he was bowling Team Woopert with a similar group of teammates. And it was just like, why do I do this to myself?
He actually came up to me that night, and he asked me, why do I do this to myself?
Even Jeff Soretto has the high league average, 128 in the Friday Night Pro League, says, yeah, bowling is hard.
It is. And this is normal for him. He's starting his normal crap on the lane. This is who he is.
Yeah.
We see him do it on the Friday night.
Yeah. Sorry, I've lost my mind. McDonough has a 10 fill and now a spare and a 5.
Oh, that should have gone. I'm with Scott on that one. Scott just put his arms up. That's off camera. He was like, that should have gone. Oh, nice 10.
10 for Beauvais there, so I'm a little light. I'm a lot bit light on this one for some reason. Oh, I've marked this.
Should be
Okay, there we go. Now we're caught up to the correct scores. Apologies, streamer error.
Especially when we get sidetracked by watching one of the greatest bowlers.
Ain't that the way? Showing you why. Wow, what hit that 2-pin? I have no idea. Question B, why aren't you getting over? 247. Nice to see you, Skeeter. Nice to see you, Fernando Gacharna. Yeah, Nico, that was at Central Park Lanes. Am I off a year? I might have been. Oh, yeah, that was the year Central 3-1. Excuse me. That's right, not Riverwalk last year. Thank you. Missing years. I believe that's Caitlin Zolko going down there. Yup, to chase or not chase that wood, since apparently it's that side of the line. And apologetically saying, I'm sorry, it was that close. She saw the gesture.
She said it was about that much.
Are you sure, Caitlin? Check
I
again.
am positive. I do this for a living. This is what I
You've
do.
done this for a while, haven't you? No, I wouldn't. I would never doubt your methodology.
Yeah, it's only in like when I say.
Yeah,
happening,
we saw.
We're talking happening.
We're talking with Caitlin Zulko right now, still riffing on that. Both take a 10. Well, there's still a box to go.
No, I worked at Mason's, and trust me, I know what it's like back there and up front too. So
Front, back. It just never leaves you. Even when we visited Ellsworth Candlepin Alley, Autumn Mowry's NPR famous alley, Duncan McDougall actually helped out with the machines just a little bit. He didn't actually fix the machines, mind you, but he just looked back at there and just pointed out, oh, there's your problem. We went the one day Autumn Mowry took a vacation, which is highly ironic if you know anything about how diligently she and Ryan run the place.
oh, I know how she is. She's
She's superhuman and or trying to be. It's incredible. I mean, hey, business is good as far as I can tell. Running the socials by herself.
he had a perfect bad tap until that one pin stayed up.
Just that.
Not bad 113. A couple marks in there. That 9 fill on the strike.
Yeah, preserving almost all of those 9 bonus pins of profit, so he ends up with a solid 113 all the same. And he went 110s and 120s, so he'll be happy with that. And the cut last year, by the way, in the lead of doubles knockout was 1091, so I don't think we sweat that too much. Looking for 110s.
Winchell off a little bit. Fontaine drops 7. Leaves a wing.
No Woburn updates, Eric. Well, maybe no news is good news. We'll see. Look to see even more movement, but I know they're starting to think about reopening dates at long last. Fontaine, and makes no mistake about the 247.
I did hear they took out half the lanes. Half of the Candlepin side.
Yep, some Candlepins, some not. Exactly.
Yep.
So it looks as though we're in the compromise scenario.
There's really no compromise about it. In my opinion, there's no compromise. Woburn has always been a Candlepin house. Why not just leave it as a Candlepin?
If you don't think the entertainment offerings are enough to make money, you got to make money or else the business doesn't last as well. And some Candlepin places have done it. Others like nearby Bolorama and Portsmouth have fully embraced the entertainment center trend and are doing very well by it. I mean, there was no shortage of birthday parties over there, for example. So one of many ways, as long as you find a way, to keep this sport alive. Winchell skinny minning on the head pin. Fontaine, last year's Pro Series champion. Does not convert on that 2-pinner. Jeff Surratt, who's won a bevy of such titles, is in the house as well.
You know what I call Surratt? The class clown of the Pro Tour.
I mean, and yet at the same time, he's seriously good at it. I made a kind of botched point about, you think some unserious people actually do seriously good, like Corrado Pani we saw earlier is sort of a jokester as well, and yet he's a very effective captain of Shooters Pub and of Central Park Lane's World's team. Nick Soffalato, of that same Central Park Lane's team, incidentally, good captain of Metro Bowl on Friday night. Stuff like that. So the unlikeliest of people can do the greatest of things. Danny Harris, I think, one of the biggest jokesters of all, last year's champion with Mr. Serious, Justin Waters. Winchell spares the 2-pinner.
So you know how we...
Oh, and Fontaine gets one as well.
You know how we were asking Danny Harris if he was wearing his pink belt?
The same one he won when they won their last few Worlds titles.
His girlfriend brought him his own. So I went up to him and I asked him, "Have you bowled with that belt on yet?" And he said to me, "No, it's the first time."
Oh, we're experimenting. Well, first time for everything, including Fontaine bowling here at Lakeside, you pointed out.
But you also asked me, is that going to ruin his mojo on how he bowls today. That remains to be seen.
Huh? Some things may just be coincidence, but we'll see if he's still onto a good thing. As long as the belt isn't like, I don't know, don't fit the belt wrong, I guess. You got to be able to bend and have freedom of motion, just like Fontaine bends just like his grandfather, Tom. Arm jutted out and everything on the balancing arm. That pin escapes, gets escape velocity. Doesn't get a spare.
The pin is half out. Do we want to have Caitlin's opinion on this one?
We might be getting it one way or another. She's noticed it.
Chris is asking her a jacket.
Assistance, please.
What?
Sorry, I was running it back to the one time we went obnoxiously viral when the pin rolled back for Chris Merrill. That one. The same one that a content aggregator lifted and got millions of views.
Well, that one was out. Let's see by how much. Nope, no answer.
She's 1 for 2.
Yep.
And he drills it. There's the 10. A cry of go 11 now.
I remember I was bowling that day, if I remember right, when Chris Merrill had that slow mo strike.
You don't of course, you don't miss Easter Classics.
No, I don't. I probably went into it this year, not with the way my ankle has been.
Yeah, you don't. Not for the faint of heart. Even the 10-game formats. It's one of the genius things about Pro Series. Like in the Pro Series, I mean, everyone says, where did the 10 stringers go? Arguably, it's still here. You have to roll 5 strings of qualifying, and unless you get one of the top 8 buys for the men, you have to roll 5 strings in the knockout round.
All right, you try carrying that.
Little further to the left, much easier said than done. Wearing the Bogey Lanes shirt out of East Brookfield, Mass.
Yes, he is. And he leads the 10-pin.
Yep, same place he got that unofficial but awesome 236. Yes, 236 single.
Unofficial 236. Which 2 is a big debate, too.
Yep, I have flip-floppity to these scores. This is correct. We run this back, and we see it here. McDonough and Winchell on 223. So, again, that's both of these scores, Beauvais and Fontaine 228. Both of those you expect are running a good pace for qualifying again. We had a few more entries this year, including a logjam for this very 1 p.m. shift, so more bowlers than less on the men's and women's side, but I think it's a good score.
The first trip only had 2 pairs of females.
Women, yep.
And that was it. We couldn't stream because there wasn't enough bowlers in it.
Yeah. I think there was one interesting side of the women's tournament that the men's didn't have. One time they ran, I think it was during a doubles elimination at Academy a few years ago. And at the same time, the women did an ultimate ladder, which hasn't been tried on the men's side for quite some time now.
No.
I mean, not for a while, though. John Cafalas, Irby Cafalas, has shown a few videos of that, but it'll be an interesting format to try. We're in holding pattern right now as the remaining bowlers are finishing out what seems to be just the last box or 2.
I remember last year when you and I were covering the skins at Boltwell's. Remember that last year?
Yeah. Skins I think was one of the most disorganized broadcasts we've had. Trying to cover all that. And again, it's the same thing of like not going ball for ball is probably good for the game, but for the pace of play, but also it drove us nuts. So,
oh my God, I was talking a mile a minute that day.
I think there is an argument that skins could go ball for ball, but again, depends on the time, depends on, everyone wants to get out of here at a certain time, so there is that as well, which is another reason to make the qualifiers just bowl your own thing. Don't focus on the other pins. Just don't cut anyone off. Third string of 5 about to begin. I'll take the scores away and we'll... Whoa, that's a big score.
Kevin Davis just threw a 146.
I'm sure he did.
Oh, it's just almost.
When has he ever been bad? He steps up here. He's got Sean Baker, number 2 in the Pro Series standings at the moment. Point standings available in full by pulling down the link in the description, folks. All of you watching here on Candlepin Bowling Network. I'll try. This will be more important for the knockout round, but if you don't mind liking the video by hitting the thumbs up button on whatever platform you're watching on, if you're logged in, then yeah, that really helps out. It helps more people see it. But again, knockout round's the one we're really looking forward to in a moment's time.
Yeah, Nico just made a comment.
I'll get to that in just a moment. First, we see Beauvais take out just a couple pins. Seen a few people do that on their first ball. Kevin Davis, 2019 Easter Classic champion, multi-time Channel 50 contestant. Still got it. And I believe still works here at Lakeside, if memory serves.
He does. I bowl here in the summer, so I know that.
We'll pop. Nope, this way around. Beauvais needs an out on this third ball.
Beauvais punched out the Worcester in the 5-pin.
Oh, yeah, the Skins tournament also was, I had a similar virus to actually what I have now, the freaking glop in the throat, and I was like, and Nick Michalski, who does beat Matt seriously by 1 pin. Unbelievable.
Oh, my God, you couldn't even talk that day.
Yeah, that was awful. So there was a couple ways. That broadcast was a hot mess, but Skins was fun. I just wish we covered it better. Wish I had a better approach to it. That's literally it. Meta aside, we see Beauvais take out 4 pins, including that 8-pin back there. God, I love this camera angle so much. The Lakeside tables are so good. Like, it just towers over everything.
It's better than using your own table.
Thanks.
Let's try and make a joke.
Yeah, it's fair. It's a nice wooden table as opposed to, like, it looks like you could bowl on this. Heck.
Yeah, you could.
Maybe it is a reused approach or something. Davis. No, just a fill of 9 on the strike.
Chris with an 8.
8 pins there.
Davis with a 9.
For a 9. Very dark pin back there. Yeah, the pin light is on, of course. Rich, you see lucky strike from Lynn Massey. Yep, that's been the namesake of this team. They added the years, of course, ending in 2016 once Lucky Strike closed down and the Barbers had to go elsewhere. Of course, you could still see Jim Barber at Metro and Dave Barber bowling with Chris Beauvais at the Friday Night Pro League, among many, many other places, and, of course, organizing this very Pro Series. Davis held it a smidge too long, 4 horsemen at 7. The fact that I love that Worcester has its pins back at American Flatbread. I would love to see a competition
nice
ready.
Shot.
Great shot, Beauvais, making Chester Coast favorite. The 4-2 washout. Davis pops just 1.
A little too full, number 1.
But yeah, 2 places I want to see get a, ICBA compliant or just whatever competition compliant center. Worcester, to go along with the American Flatbread pins, just like one that's like a dedicated bowling center. Power to them. And I would also love to see Lynn. I mean, Lynn Mass, the North Shore has such a rich bowling culture. And for Lynn to go from, I think, about a dozen centers to now 0, as I've been talking to one of the bowlers who used to bowl out of there, it's a bit of a shame, but who knows? Maybe another day. Phil is lost in this one, but Beauvais has doubled his score. Davis again strikes in the 4th now.
That one didn't take any time.
The hair is magnificent as ever. I thought Dan Chenard's flow was pretty good as well. He used to have his hair more shaved than that, and now he's letting it grow out a bit. I kind of like it, to be honest. Some people will say, oh, you shouldn't wear a hat on the approach, and, that is definitely an opinion that some hold more strongly than others, and I think you do want a dignified look out there. I think it especially matters now that
in the streaming era, I would not wear a hat on the approach. I'm sorry, you said. That's just me. I would not wear a hat on the approach.
Yeah, and I am trying to break through the cognitive dissonance of here we are with the very cameras, and but it is the fact that it's embraced, and because of that, then maybe you would want to put your best foot forward here if you're, because it's a presentation argument.
Well, there's a double for Davis.
Kevin Davis has 3 strikes in the half, 2 consecutive. Let's watch Bovair drill this 10-pin, we hope, and then we'll show a replay of that. See you later. He's got a 2-mark half of his own. Not happy with the first box, but take another look at this beauty. One of several.
That was in the 1-3 pocket. No doubt about it. The last pin to go was the 9.
So, big string cooking there. It's at least a 67 half, probably 80s half if we had to guess. Sean Baker now up. Again, number 2 in the Pro Series standings. Aaron Fontaine is third, excuse me. Daly's 4th. Then Danny Harris 5th, Jimbo Ayotte 6th, Devin Brooks 7th, and Mark Weber 8th.
And Sean is halfway back to Worcester.
I live in the Worcester area. I'm supposed to take offense to that. Yep, caught a piece of that head pin.
There's a spear for Fontaine. By the way, do you have the seedings offhand for the show for next week?
Offhand, I don't have it. I can pull it up.
If you don't mind. Because I know Aaron Fontaine is the number 1 seed.
Aaron says hi, by the way.
Aaron, we made the connection. Aaron Thomas, of course.
No, Fontaine's the top seed. Dean Sullivan is number 5.
And do these go as well? Yes. So now the partnership has 4 strikes and 7 boxes.
4 strikes and 6. Actually, no, you're right.
Fontaine displeased. He's missed a spare opportunity there. As fierce a competitor as any.
Wasn't there for Fontaine.
The season before this, both he and his brother Nate made separate finals. He made, obviously, the doubles knockout here. He made the singles elimination at O'Lindy's Quincy, and Nate Fontaine made a doubles elimination at Academy Lanes. Baker 8 to start. Thin hit, it still works though, and it's all gone.
He's shaking his head. He's like, that's one I should not. He's like, that's 3 I should have had. And he's actually right.
No strong bowler asks for a gift, but you sure don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Wow, how did. I hope you got.
Yep.
Okay.
The sidewall betrays Baker.
I don't know how to explain that one.
Well, let's find out together, shall we? I think you're going to find it's going to take a wild bounce off the cushion. I think about...
Yep, right there. It hit the sidewall right in front of the 7-pin.
The things that still surprise these ladies and gentlemen after all these years, and quite rightly so. You may hear a noise, the ball cleaner in use behind us here.
Oh,
Fontaine wanted a double of his own. The 6-pin, unimpressed for some reason. Baker, that's smack on it. 3 and 2. Did the wood stay behind the line of the 2? Has that done enough?
I don't know.
Fontaine blunders another single. No, it's not a blunder. I only say that for planks. But still.
It's on the same plane as the 4-pin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he.
Resurrects the pin action a little bit.
There'll be a 9 box for Fontaine.
Yeah. How can I? Okay, first of all, that's not right. How did I give him an 8 box after that? That's literally nonsense. Mike was on it. Yeah. Mike, that was, of course, an absurdity. The only way that could possibly happen in legitimate play is on a pin setter malfunction where the fill stays, but the box has to be redone, as we all know. As you know, anyway. Not everyone does, but that's the ICBA rule. It's happened on New England Candlepins before, I think. The last time I remember that rule being used on a TV show. Skinny hit here. Bob Baker's got the pin action. 4 and 7.
So here's the seating for the live show next week. Oh, what a shot by Fontaine. And I'll get back to that in a second.
Imagine being disappointed with a 66-plus half.
Would you?
No, I'd be thrilled, but I'm not them. Baker spares as well. He's got a 2-mark half. Troy, the spread eagle, not on our featured lanes, but wouldn't count there. But go ahead, Kevin, excuse me.
So Dean Sullivan will face against Rob Brown. Winner will face against Moose. The winner of that match will face Corey Emerson, and the winner of that will face the number 1 seed in Aaron Fontaine. And that starts at 10 o'clock next Saturday at Riverwalk Lanes.
All right, that's right. Here comes the moment. Kevin Davis building his second and third strikes at the string. They're still mixing. That's pretty good.
He leads a tough split. It's the 6-7-9. This can go. Actually, I know it goes. I actually made something similar to that.
I've made a spread eagle once. Anything's possible.
Yeah, but you didn't get paid for it, though.
No, I didn't. On the string.
Oh, what a shot. That was pretty.
Kevin Davis have a string.
That puts him at an 84.5, 94 after 6. Kevin is not even on the standings.
Chris Ryder had the high single last time we did a doubles knockout on 155. Prorated. Kevin Davis is 84.5 is north of that. We'll see. He needs more for it, but he can.
Chris trying to break up the spread eagle.
Davis.
I'll put him over 100. That puts him at 100 exactly after 6.
Wicked string.
A couple more strikes. He might have a shot at 200.
Anyone can bowl these events. Pro Series members get priority. And a rare miss.
Unfortunately.
Bovair, this is going to roll this way. That'll take a 9.
Davis with a 109 after 7.
Hasn't even got a 10 box shaking my head.
Yes, 3 open boxes this round.
Bovair rubbing his shoulder a little bit. Hopefully he's doing all right. Puts a lot of shoulder into his deliveries, and it has bothered him before, if memory serves.
It's more his knee nowadays.
Not trying to commit a HIPAA violation here, but I think it's something like that. Head pin. Didn't drive through the 5 for some reason, but that's a darn good leave, actually.
It's actually a favorable leave.
Oh, yes.
Davis
Say the same.
breaks up the split.
Just for sheer power alone.
Oh, there's a spear for Chris Bovair.
3 marks. And Davis just wide. Already on a lofty perch, and his partner Sean Baker has a possible 60-half here, probable 60-half even. So I don't think he's going to concern himself too much with these 9 boxes, even though they are paying high singles. Madison Riva and Ali Barber leading the way. Ho hum.
Why am I not surprised? Oh, look at this.
Look
at this.
Nico's words to a T, 5 points on the newlywed game. Hey, we got the robbery on candid camera. Sure, we'll go with that. Smile.
I'm not surprised that Allie and Maddie are leading the pack.
Madison Riva, last year's Bowler of the Year and Pro Series champion. 2 distinct titles for winning the regular season standings and the playoffs.
And let's not forget, her partner is up next on our stream, and Nick Leach from the 1710 Maine State record. That's a 9.
Again. What a great string, even if it's slowed down now.
Oh, slow down.
Power of the double strike.
Okay, Paul.
I said that first.
Oh.
Excuse me. It's like Velcro trying to be like, that's our trademark. Wait a second. 9 pins dropped. by Bovair. And a fourth strike for Kevin Davis.
He has no shot at 200 right now. It's too late because he needed a couple more marks in the middle.
Bovair's drilled this single. If only the 4 strikes are consecutive, then, hey, Rob Stone's a Candlepin commentator technically, now that he's done the commentary for the PBA video game with Randy Peterson. Every single pin. Yeah, they get into it. They really do. It's like Rob Stone and Randy Peterson of PBA commentators. I mean, for trying to, understand Candlepin's little nuances on the fly, it's not the most difficult thing, but still, like, they did really well. And with beta testing for people like Steve Kelly and Mike Imperato, they perfected it. Oh, what? One more ball coming up for Davis. Bovair 4 marks, 107. Kevin wants some more. Not thrilled to see this, and ho-hum, he'll have to settle for 142. No surprise the local bowler has his ball working well here, but still. And his partner's not doing too shabby either.
He's also an alumnus of the $30,000 Candlepin Challenge as well as Stars and Strikes. Okay, Fontaine, don't go there.
Not the most ideal, I
it's
guess.
not the ideal wood. I really don't like that wood. You have got to play the 2 pin so low just to get it to scoot.
Oh, nothing twirled back.
No.
Baker's loaded 9 on this spare, looking for another one. And no doubt.
There's a 10.
Both doing very well for themselves. Kyle Troop played Candlepin. Interesting. Oh, I want it. Can you set his avatar? I mean,
you know what? I think Jason Belmonte tried it out as well.
he's been to Westport lanes. Of this much I'm certain. Six pin. Phil is 9 more. Fontaine's good at these, and well, he's got this one.
The old high-low jack. Oh,
Baker knew the shot was adrift,
oh, you could tell by his reaction.
but that was halfway down the lane that he knew it was going awry.
That's a tough.
I didn't see it myself why he was so upset.
Yep.
He wanted the right side of the wood, I'm guessing. So he knew straight away he did not get it where he wanted. And that's right, Nico. Big 20 as well. Fontaine smashes away. 7 pin. All that remains. Baker. Wow. Fuller hit than I thought that would be. Ends up with a 2-1 split. Left side of the wood, that's how you do it.
Wow, that piece of wood came flying.
A little cleanup operation possibly needed here. Baker capable of slicing this, only missed the spot by a bit.
Clean up on aisle 18. Clean up on aisle 18.
Even sound like those robots that patrol Stop and Shop. Those things creep me out, and no amount of googly eyes will convince me otherwise. It's just like you're just shopping for your produce, and then suddenly this big gray robot is just like, hello, and I'm just, ah! I would rather not be disturbed. Please don't disturb. Thank you. That was a lot. Marty, they call him. Ridiculous.
Well, somebody said they went on TV for the Candlepin Challenge, sort of, but when they picked the audience member, to throw a strike. I remember those days.
Yeah, that is a hammer by Baker. Fontaine again close to one. Yeah, they picked it out. Worst case, I think you had $1 a pin or maybe $20 for a spare.
Yeah.
Fontaine gets a spare. Thank you, Eric, for that. Nico asks if we saw the Nico. No, we didn't, but Josh Daly had one of the greatest turnarounds, a 66-pin turnaround between 4 and 5. Compelling scoreline.
I have been following the Nico this year. Fontaine drops 8.
It's a 3 and 6.
That piece of wood.
New England knockout, a handicapped bracket. Across many houses. And in like ACSC fashion, you get to pick which alley it's done at. Baker mixing sticks for the strike field, that's important. And now he's into the 130s. As is Fontaine. He takes 10, 137.
Hey, so has the ball.
And Baker 132. So look at these scores. These guys have.
Fontaine has one more ball. You
You had a spare? I beg your pardon. Panic? He had a spare. He had a spare. We're there. Okay. Aaron Fontaine, 137 and a ball. And the fill is 7 for a gross 144.
That should help him out because Chris was so under average.
Man, so it's not head-to-head in the qualifier, but imagine if it was. That would be 274 to what would have been a no-good 251. That's not the situation, so say what you will about predetermined outcome, all else held equal, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But what a series of bowling we just saw here in this third string of 5. In the middle qualifier, 2 more strings, and then a 3 p.m. qualifier or thereabouts, depending on how long this takes. And then we will have the knockout round as soon as possible once they calculate everything. I said 5 p.m. That was probably way too optimistic. It will probably be closer to 6, but we will do the best we can, and it'll be the men's and women's knockout. Reminder, Paul Grant is live on YouTube with the women's competition. So,
And Paul Grant will join us for the finals in the men's.
should be. A number of bowlers still finishing their third game right here. We'll get started with game 4 of 5 in just a moment. We'll take the scoreboards down here to adjust accordingly. So next up, 2 distinct world's titles in Troy Fournier and Nick Leach from just this past year. Fournier, the singles champion, and Nick Leach, a teams champion with Team Academy lanes. See where the cut lies. Top 8 women advance in their knockout bracket. Top 24 men advance here, and the top 8 get a first round bye. Full format by pulling down the description here on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you may be watching Candlepin Bowling Network. Good crowd here, 170 of you watching, and it's just the qualifiers. This is going to go nuts when we get down to the doubles knockout round. Great to see you all here today.
Imagine if this tournament was last weekend with the snowstorm coming in.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, a lot of what-ifs in this life. What if the Broncos and Patriots played in that snowstorm instead of the one that kind of snuck up on the players in that case? Here we go. It's Nick Leach first. In fact, I'll flip that around.
Let's see if Davis can build on his last string. You threw a 142 the last time, so let's see what he can do now.
Well, let's see if he regresses to the mean. Doesn't smash away this time. Where is my game? There we go.
Wow, you are growling.
No, we did not see a banana split. Don't. It's not like that. I'm being misconstrued. David's trying to cut the split here, but doesn't get it. Oh, you know what? Popping the head pin is Leach and not making the spare. Bad luck. 4th string of 5 underway. 9 and 10. Kevin just hitting the button. That's good for the game. Just keep it moving.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I did say this back at the Miss Worlds. They are thinking about doing something about pace of play in the Worlds and the Miss Worlds again, I think.
Maybe so. I don't have nearly enough evidence to suggest that's actually the case. Paul had that notion. I don't think it came true in the end, but I think it's an interesting thought, especially if, lanes have a hard out or, it's a long 10 or maybe 20 string competition like Kevin Davis won, and he's made a spare here. But stuff like that. It's just whatever helps everyone enjoy bowling and everything else, what you will. And for you folks as well who like watching these broadcasts and doing whatever else you like doing in your lives. I know we're in an attention economy, but, maybe chill. There's other things to enjoy in this wonderful life. Leach will enjoy being 20 through 2 through the first pair of boxes.
I only get to enjoy two things in life.
A couple of you multi-streaming the ladies and the gentlemen on the separate broadcasts. It's all live on YouTube here, Candlepin Bowling Network, so you can click the little Candlepin Bowling Network icon, which may have a red live ring around it, whatever. Just click that, and you can see both these streams with the action that's underway. Davis 16 box.
Kevin Davis has a nice, smooth delivery. Oh, he got it. Wow.
And sparing. And again, Kevin Davis showing us how to do it.
Clean up on aisle 18.
Cleanup needed for your attitude, Marty. Leach again with a 10 box, and we get another look at the rolling pin taking this out.
Gets it off the wall. If that's on the same plane, too. That was the 4-6.
That's power, baby. Sidewall bounce, take it out.
And he comes past with the clearing.
Yeah, with his left to right ball, he doesn't want to land it there. Again, much easier to say back here in a chair than out there against those tiny toothpicks.
Nick has an interesting choice here. He has a piece of wood out front.
One way or the other, red line's going to drive it straight back.
I think you want to be more on the cap.
Hard to gauge intent, of course. It's very hard to tell, especially since it's very easy for a ball to be just an inch off. Oh!
Another shot off the wall.
And Leach is headed for a pure 100 here, by the way. As we take a look at Ho-Hum, another Kevin Davis circus shot. This time the 4.79 for the out.
Plays the 4-pin in between.
He probably had it the first time and the second time. I think he hit the 9-pin both times. Incredible.
Another clearing.
Same thing. His ball really wants to drive through left to right, so that's why he's getting this anemic pin action when he lands there. Isn't really holding him back. Leach say the same. We mentioned the Canadian presence here. Well, his girlfriend's Canadian, Katrina Campbell. Don't know if she's here today. That'd be a heck of a drive. Not enough room in Chris Ryder's car. He's the one who's been traveling here. Did Davis get this one? He did. And Leach is spare to ruin his pure 100. And now we're just getting spoiled for Kevin Davis highlights here as we see it all go all at once.
Nico, that's a highlight reel right there. There's a couple of them in that half.
That's probably a good idea. We always go viral for the flukes. You don't usually get them without the power, though. Sean Baker's back, and now men's singles champion Troy Fournier.
And guess who just walked in?
Oh, Craig Holbrook.
One of my favorites of all time. But we all know who is the favorite of all time.
Sean Baker with a 2 and 4. Fournier mixing sticks. Only in Millis, he's got the 1 and 3. I say in jest. Danny Finn, please don't kill me. Unalive me, I mean. Spare for Baker.
No, Danny Finn would just yell at you.
Yeah. Danny Finn is famously a really tough, strict person.
He is. We all, I don't know, for people who don't know on Facebook, every time Danny makes a weird comment.
Oh, no, are we roasting him? Wait a second. I did not sign up for a roast.
No, we have to roast him.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, I just don't know where this is going, honestly.
No, because it seems like Danny yells at everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people comment to him saying, stop yelling. I once actually did it in capital letters.
It's never in capital letters when he or anyone says it.
No,
He's so overworked. No.
he's not
No,
over.
in all seriousness, he's done an excellent job with the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour and being the president of that. He even says, like, it's okay, I don't have to do this. And everyone's just like, no, you're the best. Like, everyone willingly loves him.
Strike on spirit for Baker. Fournier with a
That,
right hit. A check mark post to 7-pin.
check marking a 7.
Nico, I'm not yelling.
They couldn't stop yelling. Takes an 8 here. The Lita Lane's Mass H team. The name we deign not say on the air, even though it probably wouldn't demonetize us.
Oh, God.
Nico, why do you want a Class Z? Do you really want to see me bowl? I don't think that's really the idea.
Do you want to see me bowling that? I don't think so.
Ready or not, here we come. Baker the 4-7-10.
Something off the wall.
Hey,
will take this.
anyone can roll off for the qualifiers. We're seeing some good talent here. Baker this way and that. Neither corner?
And he said it went back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, we saw it too. That was, I don't know. Bro, we saw the same thing you did. He gestures back at us, or the cameras, or you folks, to say, what the heck was that? 8 fill in a 9 box. He was luckless on that strike fill as well, for good measure. That's right. The ACST now down to to 5 classes and also a Western Conference. So really, we're back to 6 classes in effect. Or actually, no. Wait. West has a few classes. That's right. It's subdivided that way. So, no, the league is just straightforwardly expanding. There is no Class F now, but that's because there's a shed load out west. Baker, see you later. Now he's stacking strikes. Saw his partner do the same last string, and he's trying to catch up. Fournier, the 4 horseman, left side. He can run this. Bowell's Concord, New Hampshire bowler. Thought that was a good one.
Look at that pit. That danced off the spot. That danced off the spot.
And everyone but him found that hilarious. Highly disappointing. At least it leaves an intact shot. 9's a 5 out of that.
Let's see that, because let's see how much that pin moved. You did get a replay of that, right?
I did. I want to see. I don't know if I'm going to have a second here. We'll see. Uninterested in where that ball went. Baker on a strike has overthrown this. We'll see if the fill is 7 or 8. And by the way, here's the replay one more time.
Look how much that pin moved.
And the recoil from Fournier. Baker, that should be fair contact, I believe. 10 box for Fournier, 58 at the half. Baker ends up, indeed, that was a foul pin. It came out of the gutter, so 7 fill, 7 box, 71 at the half. And again,
They called it, what Jack said, Knight Rider, like Kit from Knight Rider. It went back and forth like
Eric, did you hear me sell Sean Baker your Kit Knight Rider metaphor there? It was so perfect. I'm sorry, Dave.
You're fine, Craig.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. Wait, I'm crossing my references. Cross back to these bowlers here. Kevin Davis only on a 60-plus half.
Wow, he's human.
He's regressed. That's mean.
He's human.
So that's interesting. The curl doesn't quite come back to the head pin. It's maybe the motion's slightly incomplete. I saw it somehow right out of his hand. And again, he's landed on his 3-pin.
Nico just said that the sliding pin is going to add to his collection of sliding pins.
Spares. Who cares? Davis has it here. Nick Leach, the $25 is safe in the bank.
And a field goal to boot.
It's always brutal with these spread eagles. Now it requires a good out here. Good ball, $7.
You know who I think made the most spread eagles on Channel 5? Alfie.
Yeah?
Alfie's ball went right where it had to convert that.
Davis, that's better, except it tailed
Oh,
on the
Lead
left
Lane
side of that
special.
Wolf.
Lead Lane special.
5, 6, 7, 10 here. 4, 6 fill, 81 through 6. Follow along with the standings by pulling down the description. See who's ahead. Top 24 men we're looking for across all these shifts, including the 3 p.m. shifts to come. Here on Candlepin Bowling Network, that'll be a separate stream when that comes time. And then a knockout will be a separate stream. Just 3 pins. Well, 3 pins is a very good takeout. Does not get the spare. Leach still fighting for pins here. He's got a 2-pinner up front at least to take an 8 with. He could send one of these, but he gets a 7. Matches are not yet head-to-head, but they very much will be. We'll click on the scoreboard and everything when it comes time. By knockout, we mean a straightforward single elimination bracket, not elimination where we take the top half of the field and advance them. That was earlier in the season. We've gotten those events out of the way. Devin Brooks, your singles elimination champion. First time a Canadian has taken a Pro Series event title. Davis, triangle number 5. Leach, good hit here. 2-pin. Chances for each. Davis on 0 strikes.
Kevin has a better chance.
Good shot spare. 5 marks for Kevin Davis.
5 marks out of 10, out of 8.
Another bowler file under when is he going to be bad. Leach, the team's world champion, spares. And of course, bowls with Central 3 in the Friday Night Pro League.
Nico has a message for you.
Yes, that's right. 3-person teams, random draw teams. Coming up, that'll be a Wakefield Bowlodrome. That's a Candlepin Bowling Network first to cover a Pro Series event there, of course. We've covered events at Wakefield before, but
A couple years ago, Paul and I covered a ASCT match at Wakefield. Nice little house.
I like it. A lot of lanes, though, even if it's like the furnishings are quaint, but, you know, it's perfect for, and has appeared in media like the Tender Bar.
But a lot of people think that Wakefield is the toughest house in Candlepin.
It is the toughest one, but is it unfair?
I don't know. I never bowled it, so I can't tell you.
We're going to find out firsthand. We covered an ACST match between Alex Dellis and the home bowler Dave Hodge-Mallahan. Wakefield's pins are not forgiving, that's for sure, but 600s do happen. Josh Daly did get one during a prior New England knockout matchup. Not the same one he got that highlight reel 10 box, the Nico highlight reel. That was at Riverwalk, of course.
Now, Riverwalk is tough, but it's also fair.
Right.
I love Riverwalk. I love Riverwalk.
Owned by the Ricci's, they understand bowling. Melissa Ricci actually won last year's doubles knockout with Sonya Johnson.
Wasn't that a Timber?
Last year's doubles knockout was Lita's.
Yeah, if you just heard a slap, that's me giving Holbrook a 5.
Nice. 8 box, ho-hum, 121 for Kevin Davis.
He's human.
And Nick Leach, 10 box, 112.
You know, I wonder if Sean saw his nightmares about when Chris Sargent almost threw that near 500 string at him
500 series, yeah.
on Stars and Strikes.
This way around, Gregory.
In the same thing goes for
No, thank you. I'm going to drink something.
and I wonder if the same thing goes for Dave Richards when Paul Berger threw the 500 triple 105.
Yeah, two notable Channel 5 matches for Cookie Richards. One, he had Holbrook, Berger, but also the finale against John Zernicke. January 27th, over 30 years ago. Not everyone's over it.
That's the one show they never should have taken off the air.
I mean, maybe it has to do with local programming, but there's definitely some programming blocks. I mean, it just seems as though there's air that could be better spent on something that people would actually watch. I don't know. I think Candlepin's fun to watch. Sue me. 3, 4, 6, 7 for Baker, who's already got a 3-mark half. See? How are you not entertained even though he missed the 4-pin? Fournier sends the wood near the 7.
I mean, I'm entertained. I get to watch a bunch of my friends that I bowl with on the tour. I mean, this...
Put our fine folks on CBN on the impossible angle, watching from a perch that literally...
That's a 9 box for Troy.
Thank you. Missed where that ball hit exactly, but if it's in the gutter, then that's that. No respots in Candlepin either, for those who don't know. There's no way to do that, since you have to put the wood back, and we don't do snooker's foul and a miss rule. Baker, good hit. Sidewall helped, 5 and 8. Fournier smashes away for a strike.
What is it going to take to get Nico to come up here just to see this in firsthand?
More super chats. Kidding. We'll find a way.
Well, I know.
He's got to throw a ball at some point. Nico! Get over here and make your own highlight reel. Or low light reel. Look, I'll be, that's where I'm at.
Well, low light?
Me? Yeah.
Are you sure it's not a limelight? No, but I'm serious. Nico should come up here and try Candlepin out just so you can see what the difference is between Candlepin and 10-pin.
I know there's a lot of fans who've wanted that as well. The most requested state for Candlepin is Florida, as far as I could tell. Like, it just seems like there's so many Florida viewers, a lot of former Candlepin talent that's moved to Florida.
And I can think of one of them who will love Candlepin down in Florida.
It would finally give me a reason to like Florida. I said what I said. I know it's warm. I know we got 2 feet of snow and it's miserable. I like it here.
That's not what...
Private helicopter or jet?
Can you fly, coach? I don't think we can write this off as a business expense. I apologize. We regret any resulting inconvenience.
We probably could. With what we make on the net worth, it's probably enough to get him up here.
We're a well-subsidized hobby.
Did you see that Florida is colder than Alaska?
That's kind of wild. Baker did make another spare. I was staring up for the longest time. 6 fill, 9 box for Fournier. Sorry, I thought I had the score right and I wasn't 100% sure, so I didn't want to confuse you all. 2 boxes to go here in this penultimate string of the penultimate qualifying shift. Second to last. 9 pins dropped for Baker.
Nico, where is it 26 degrees in Florida? That's what I want to know.
I guess we can host the Winter Classic down there after all. Who knew?
Oh, you mean the Stadium Classic that the Boston Bruins are going to be playing in
against the Tampa Bay Lightning? Yeah, that one. Spare again. And Baker is stringing together a lot here. 129 in a ball, 19-19 in this, and has not missed a single head pin, by the way.
It's perfect on the head pin.
You should say it as loud as possible so he hears. Hey, nice jinx, Kevin. High five.
Hey, somebody had to.
No, we profusely apologize. I don't believe in jinxes as long as they literally don't hear, you know.
Yeah, true.
And apparently it's contagious. 40 here goes right down Candia Road and gets stuck with this. Did Sean come back for it? Almost. 4-year, holy smokes, 3-3 converted, but no 2-pin.
That was an eagle plus a talent.
Sean Baker, 140.
4 pins left standing.
$10. Yeah, yep. 5 pins left standing. And Troy Fournier, 115. So let's take a look at, once again, the tail of the tape on this highlight reel. 261 combined for Davis and Baker in that last string. And the one before, they had 274. So again, regressing to the mean, I guess. I think that's boding pretty well for them to make it into the top 8. And we're getting set for string number 5 of 5. Stand by, as always. The bowlers have to complete their string before we start another, which it would be madness otherwise, so fair is fair. So, alas, we cannot see Davis and Baker anymore, but we will see the Canadians. Devin Brooks, our champion from Bayberry, and Spencer Mass, and Chris Ryder. The man who's made this Canadian-American connection here at the Pro Series possible with all his driving back and forth.
Can you picture the gas, the money he spends on gas just to come back and forth?
Maybe he buys it by the gallon on the way back, saves a little bit that way, you know.
Yeah, probably.
Not a political statement, just in terms of consumer incentives. If you're here, you might as well get it on the cheap, I guess. Maybe. 58 degrees, Rich? Goodness gracious. Kevin in Orlando, the lowest will be 25. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to pop the chat so you could actually see it over here. While we have some downtime. We'll get started with string number 5 of 5 in just a moment, folks. As always, we just have to wait for all the remaining bowlers to get done, but it looks as though ball movement's about to happen. String 5 of 5.
Last night it was minus 3 degrees in John Street.
Yeah, including with the wind chill over here.
Oh, God.
At least it seems as though, at last check, I believe we've dodged the snowstorm allegations, so at least we got that, which is nice.
Yeah, the storm is going out to sea, which is thankfully that does me a lot of favors.
But bowling will not be deterred. Webster Timberlanes got their tournament in before the snow came last week, so they found a way. They persevered by going an hour earlier.
But the question is, if the Pro Series was last week, and with that beast of a storm coming in.
Well, rescheduling drives people nuts, but, you know, we can't control the weather. You know, we once were at the airport. It was just like, what? What do you mean? I can't. You take out here. Ma'am, look out the window. Said one disgruntled employee, and yeah, they're probably right.
Yeah, somebody watching from Waverly, Nova Scotia.
Hi there, Cindy. Nice to see you. And all of you out there, wherever you may be watching. Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube. Paul is live with the ladies stream on the other side, but here we go with string 5 of 5.
Nick Norcross,
Nope.
Nick Leach drops a 4 horseman on the right side. I was trying to catch myself.
Yeah, I was a bit too quick. I apologize. That was a bit mean. That was a lot bit mean. Kingswood Bulletproof, the men's worlds team. Just like Team Lucky Strike. And Leach Spares. Yeah, he's actually wearing his former team shirt. Team Lucky Strike.
Yeah, I wonder if his girlfriend is here today.
I asked the same question. I don't see her here. It's a lot to make it all that way, even if she was able to convoy with Chris Ryder's car, for example. I mean, depending on which province as well, I'm actually not sure.
Well, the question is, I believe Katrina lives in Toronto, so Toronto's a little bit closer than where Devin and Chris live.
If that's so, I'm not 100% certain myself.
There's another half Worcester.
Brooks is tall, as you can tell. Oh, nudged head pin as well. That's why he has to bend down there. It's a very similar principle to why Justin Scally stays low to the line so that his standard delivery isn't a lob.
Yeah, but look at his approach, how he stands. I mean, he can get the ball out there, but it's very similar to what Norcross does.
It explodes up.
It does.
It's trying to go for safe 6, can't get it to go here, and he'll get stuck with a 7. Brooks does complete his out for a 10. Matches are not head-to-head at this time, but of course, after the final qualifying shift in a few minutes' time, it will not be 3 o'clock at this rate, of course, but as soon as possible, we'll have 5 strings of that and then the knockout round. Check mark left side for Leach. Brooks, ooh. It's interesting how there are some full hits that just punch the spread eagle that we're all used to, and some where I think it's just the ball escapes through that gap and creates this nonsense.
It's like a picket fence. It's on the same plane.
Leach picks his spare. Brooks wasn't far off the spot, even though he leaves 4 pins standing. The pins harsh judges as ever. They'll go for the prudent 2 pins on the left side. Hope for something to pop. It does not. 8 bucks. You know, Kingswood, also a former men's world's host. I'll tell you, I would go back to Fairlanes Moncton any single year that they host it. They are a fantastic bowling center.
The question is, do you think they could fit 3 of us in that DJ booth?
Yeah, we'll make it work. We've done it before. But as for Kingswood Bulletproof, there's plenty of space there in that sprawling entertainment center. Could the lanes have another hosting foray? Spare for
nice.
Leach. Nice sidewall bounce. Brooks also with a sidewall bounce of his own that could have taken it but did not. But yeah, Kingswood has the lanes for it, and Kingswood Mooseheads, or Kingswood by whatever name, won it in 2015, 17, and 19. 2019 was a Moncton-hosted competition.
And then COVID hit, and it became the U.S. Invitational for 2 years.
Yep. In fact, Josh Daly's dug out his Price's Wood Floors shirt from years ago when they won the championship.
That's a tough 2 box for
Oh!
Devin.
I swear those pins were standing a moment ago.
Those pins just explode with Devin Brooks.
It's just absolutely nuts. Actually, before we show that, sorry to tease you guys. Now we look. He's going ball for ball anyway.
Yeah, this thing just explodes. Yeah.
I swear that's a slow-mo replay.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. I can slow it down even more obnoxiously if you want.
No, please don't. Not today. Any other day would be fine, but not today.
Fournier's skinny on the head pin, but got a sidewall bounce.
This can go.
4-5.
This can go. This 4-5 can go. It's a nice piece of wood.
Rider 2-7, a little luckless, but also gettable. It goes! Was that how you drew it up?
Yeah.
There it is.
You had to play somewhere on the red line.
It was the pin action from behind that tickled me funny. But indeed, both of them pick it up. One more time. I think it might have been just the pin getting bumped by the scorpion tail, in fact.
Yep.
It was frozen.
Nico wanted to know, did you help out with the U.S. Invitational on 21?
Wasn't around. That was Paul's more or less debut at the time, actually. Yeah, that was Paul Grant learning baptism of fire for him. He found a way.
I didn't get involved until the Miss Worlds 2022, I believe. No, it was the year that you and I first met. That I got into broadcasting, I think.
Yes, I think so. Fournier wanted to get on the left side of that wood, perhaps, send it across, carry through. None of that came to fruition.
Actually, you know when my actual debut for announcing came?
What?
It was at the Mixed Worlds. It was at Academy.
Yeah.
Anthony, Karen, and I covered the rematch between Craig Holbrook and Tommy Olsen.
Yeah. Sorry. The coincidence just hit me by a ton of bricks. These are our last two singles champions. Plain and simple.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Just, I don't know why the coincidence didn't hit me until now, but there you go. Chris Ryder the year before last when it was held at Leda Lanes, and Troy Fournier at Fairlanes Moncton. The country's going crisscross applesauce, but hey, Fournier collapsing spins here, 7-pin only.
Well, look at this. Ryder drops 9.
I guess Chris Ryder with the assist in terms of getting Devin Brooks a title to bring back to Canada. Fournier gets a spare. Ryder would deflects favorably, and he gets his as well.
And both of them are tied 36-36 plus.
Not head-to-head, but very interesting all the same. That's Mark Smith we just missed out seeing, along with Scott LaPierre. They're wearing Patriot Paving shirts, which I believe is Corey Cooper's company, if memory serves. 1 and 2 for Fournier. Down the middle, Wood stays in play for Ryder to possibly use. We'll see.
Where did that pin come from?
Let's see what he leverages. Ryder with a brilliant
Wow.
play, but cannot get the 3.
I would have given $15 for that.
Prorated out. Hang on, what's 5/6 of 25? It's like 4 and 5, 6. There we go.
Nico wants you to look for the. Yeah, that was close.
Why are the scores updating? The Pro Series guys are strung far apart, I guess. They're just trying their best to assemble scores. They don't come easily on this system, even though I love these copy scores into oblivion and beyond, but it's tough to get it because they don't report scores on this. It's some sort of electronic protocol. I don't know what it's called. I'm not that software adept. Fournier spares 63 in a ball at the half. Ryder makes darn sure that pin, and he spares 60 in a ball.
Now here's a question for everybody out in chat. What do you prefer? Copy score or the pro score system or Cubica?
So for reference, CompuScore is here. That's the one where you hit the button. Some duckpin bowlers will be familiar with that. Cubica is just like any 10-pin scoring system. And Pro Score is the little DOS-based system that we had at Woburn, Leda Lanes, now at Ellsworth, Candlepin Alley, O'Lindy's, Quincy, that one where there's only 3 buttons on the desk.
Yep.
Brooks, hey, down in front. 4 horsemen and the 9-pin. All Grant live with the women's competition over yonder as well.
Well, we actually got our first vote. Nico said the Cubica system.
That makes sense. He likes watching along with the little remote scoring utility online as well. I love it when you do, because that's a little link we can promote as well. That makes perfect sense why you'd say that.
Bayberry is the Mendez system.
Oh, Mendez.
Mendez is so old school, it's not even funny.
I grew up with that at Acton Bowlodrome. I have a soft spot for that. They use Cubica too now, but Mendez also once came out with a magnetic pin setter. That's wild. It's 10-pin, but still. It didn't really get traction, though. 5-7. Did the wood turn enough for Brooks, though? I tell you what. For flopping behind, I think he's got a pretty favorable plank back there to guide it in.
It's the 5-7.
That old chestnut, his ball takes it too. Let's see. Too wide unless it rolls. He spares. Hit the fair wood. Who cares? Second mark and 3. Leach collects nice 6 for the out there. 9 box, 72 through 7. One more look at this.
Nico, I'll answer you in a second.
So instead of like guiding it in, he just goes high off it and he just slams it off the wall. That is not how he drew it up, as you can see by the hand gesture.
No. Nico wanted to know.
Nick Leach, 9-pin drop. Brooks, a little full on it, but again, the plank's not terrible.
Okay, Nico does make a good point here. With the copy score, you have to wait 10 minutes in between strings just to start the next game. He does have a good point. But with the Cubica scoring, if it misreads a pin, then you have to go back and correct it.
Yeah, a lot of interesting points. Before we get to Carl Witham's point, he's got a good one too. Nico was mentioning the fact that the women's competition just did scores in advance on paper until the CompuScores popped up. They stopped doing that, and also everyone has to do it or else you don't actually save the time. Just like we saw earlier, one bowler was going his own pace, but then his partner went bowler for bowler and just negated it. Same thing. You have to all be on the same page with that. Get over 4, thank you.
That 4-pin was dancing like it was out on a date with a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
You were hit. Act like it. But Carl Witham, CompuScore, avoid all the manual score correcting. Well, wait a minute, it's all manual scoring. But no. He makes a good point because it's just a few buttons, you're done. It's technically the same thing on the Cubica as well, but it's just a little tougher to get that. And if the automatic scoring malfunctions, which is his actual point I'm now realizing, then you don't, if you have to pay attention to it, how automatic is it really? It's really good for open bowling, though, as well, because even though I think it's a better world when everyone knows how to score a game of bowling, you got to cater to everyone.
When I first started bowling the Pro Tour, we were at Woburn, and they made us copy on pencil and paper what you did.
Right.
Because you had the pro score system.
And that was doubles as well, if I recall correctly, yeah.
Yes, it was.
Incidentally, speaking of Kingswood, they have a choice of all their lanes. The rightmost lanes, you can do manual scoring, and I did it on purpose, partially because I like doing the little Canadian smudges and the diagonal descenders they've got going on. Again, exact same game, just the notation's different.
Now, when you asked what scoreboard we all prefer, and I said I like the Canadian one, you were shocked when I said that.
I was. I thought, some people, no hate on anyone, just we like our own regional preferences. But it did have, the juxtaposition side by side, and maybe for future international competition, future singles, maybe I'll consider doing that, even if it's an American-hosted tournament. Do you have to go to counter to make a score correction pro score? Yep.
Yes.
Only way. There's only 3 buttons on the desk. That's all you get. 5-pin bowling still uses pro scores. At least get the cutesy strike animations with those things. The little blinking star that says perfect game when you get a 450. But, yeah, quirky little thing. It's tough to find tech support. Nick Leach, 6 marks, 124.
Not a bad string.
It's going to bode pretty well, especially with his partner on 63 plus. So they're doing pretty well for themselves. Chris Ryder, like I mentioned, 10th place in the Pro Series standings right now. Fournier, wow, 7-10 drilled, and he's just at a complete loss what he did to deserve that.
I cried.
Just have a valid crash out.
I don't know if I ever told you this story with me, the 7-10 split on Easter Sunday in my early years. I'm bowling next to John Zappi.
Yeah, Ryder didn't get his spare. He was on the crossover side, but that's harsh to say, of course.
I'm bowling next to Zap, and I had the 7-10 split. I have all kinds of wood on the deck. Slinky Sean McKinley is right next to me, and he's like, and I can't even explain this. My ball hits the 7-pin clean, comes up, goes onto the 2-board, and falls right on top of the 10-pin, and the 10-pin just collapsed.
So you made the 7-10.
Clean. Without touching a piece of wood on the deck.
You sure someone didn't just like throw the ball down from
No.
there?
No.
That's incredible.
And Zappy looked at me, he said, "You throw the slowest ball out of all of us, and you still make that?"
Well, it probably just rode the rails perfectly back
It
there.
did.
I mean, it's a
It did.
triangle. For those of you who don't know, it's a triangular piece of metal back there. Yeah, there's tubes for it to be on, but you got to ride that little tightrope perfectly. So I guess you did.
I did. You know what? To be honest with you, that's the one shot I'm always going to remember.
Yeah, I would too. Strike by Ryder, making an impression on these pins.
I may be 40 years old. I've been on the tour since 2010, but still, that was in my early days on the tour. But it was on Easter Sunday when it happened.
What a time.
It was like in front of a future Hall of Famer too.
And Zappy, yeah, I bet. One more look-see. Around at something, trying to figure out what the stopped animation is. Oh, there's Deadwood. Is that it?
For you with the. Okay, we've seen the.
Split City here. The score sheet is as red as his shirt. It's non-standard Candlepin notation, but yellow bricks for head pin hits and red bricks for splits.
Oh, come
Your
on.
hit is gone.
Wow, that backdoored it.
4-10, and Fournier again finding an Easter egg. And the double pins don't go for Ryder. The fill is 9. G. Willikers stay down. 10 box. 114 through 9. See if I get this time. I will not let you miss the fill ball. Nearly did. 4 fill, split again. I'll tell you, he's having to fight for every single pin of this, Fournier is.
Well, here's a nice shot for Chris Ryder.
And I'll tell you, his opponent, Mike Brown, was a bit split bugged in that finals match, so come up and see me sometime. 4 to go. How favorable is this Ryder wood? You see up he's looking at the 10 there.
We'll try making it clean.
Let's see. He did. It went as one. 124 and a ball for Chris Ryder. Unlocking a chance at the 130s here. As we wrap up this final qualifying string, just taking a look here, seeing how much has been entered in.
Mike, to answer your question, some places use silicone rather than oil. In Candlepin, there's really no oil pattern than in 10-pin.
Not on the lane. It's how you treat the pin plates.
Exactly. But I'll go into depth on that when we come back when we start the next qualifying.
Exactly.
So, I mean, honestly, with the group that we saw, we saw some good scores, some high scores.
Yeah. By the way, Chris Ryder had a 130 in the first 2 strings. Chris Ryder had a 135 and a 140. So a few holes as the scorers are looking to punch everything in here. There's a lot to like on these score sheets. I tell you what. We haven't seen the goofiest pin action ever. I mean, yeah, there's been a few flukes, but it's not like a completely messy thing. Like Bob Greco and Tim Lipke and everyone here are doing a great job taking care of everything. Caitlin Zolko, of course, we saw earlier.
Nico is asking you to check the spreadsheet for the ladies.
Yeah, it's the same thing. They haven't updated the scores past that. So that's just the way it is. They'll punch it in as soon as they get a chance. Again, with the CompuScore trying to pull all that data. And, I think they might be trying to lift it off a typewritten sheet and everything and do that. So that's the challenge, even though, again, I love the retro feel of the scoring. Okay, we're going to cut this broadcast here, I think, Kevin, and we'll be back as soon as the 3 p.m. starts warming up. We'll go to the starting screen. So again, that's another stream here on Candlepin Bowling Network. So if you'd like to see more of this action, or at least at minimum get set for the knockout round to come, whether you can watch it live in a few hours' time or on demand, whatever, please like and follow on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube so that you are in the know when the time comes.
And also hit that bell to notify when we're on the air.
Crucial so that you know the start of it when it is. So on behalf of Kevin Burns and everyone here at Candlepin Bowling Network, this is Greg Gouillart. See you soon. So long.